The perfect setup. Meet Murph. It is Friday night. The work week is over. The emails have been ignored. The out-of-office auto-reply has been activated. Murph has successfully reached the promised land of the weekend. The conditions for relaxation mode are optimal. He has high-speed internet, he has a 4K television, and most importantly, he has subscriptions to every streaming service known to man. He has Streamomax, Netbox, Hula Hoops, and the Plus channel. Murph has access to over 45,000 movies and TV episodes. In theory, Murph is the luckiest puppet in history. In the 1980s, his ancestors had to drive to a Blockbuster and hope the single copy of Ghostbusters was in stock. Murph has the entire history of cinema at his fingertips. He believes he is about to enter a world of entertainment. He is wrong. He is about to enter a psychological torture chamber. The paradox of choice. Murph opens the first app. The screen fills with colorful tiles. Action, comedy, romance, Scandinavian noir about sad detectives. 10 minutes pass. Murph is still scrolling. 20 minutes pass. Murph has now scrolled past the same Adam Sandler movie 3 times. What is happening here? Why hasn't Murph pressed play? Murph is currently a victim of choice overload, also known as the paradox of choice. The human brain is a processing engine designed to make decisions based on binary options: eat or starve, fight or run, cave or tree. It handles 2 choices very well. It handles 3 choices okay. But when you present the brain with 45,000 choices, the evaluation algorithm crashes. Instead of thinking, wow, look at all these great movies, Murph's brain enters a state of paralysis. The sheer volume of data creates a buffer overflow. His brain cannot assign a value to any single movie because it is too busy trying to process the entire database at once. The Jam Study, a historical interlude. To understand why Murph is currently miserable, we have to look at a jar of jam. In a famous study from Columbia University, researchers set up a tasting booth in a grocery store. On one day, they offered 24 flavors of jam. On the next day, they offered only 6 flavors. When there were 24 jams, lots of people stopped to look, but only 3% bought a jar. When there are only 6 jams, 30% of people bought a jar. Murph is currently standing in front of the 24 jam table, but instead of fruit preserves, it's 90-minute romantic comedies. Because there are so many options, the stakes feel incredibly high. If there were only 2 movies to watch, Murph would pick one and be happy. But because there are thousands, Murph's brain assumes that the perfect movie must exist somewhere in this list. If he picks a good movie, he feels like he failed because he didn't find the perfect one. This is the tyranny of the maximizer. Murph isn't looking for entertainment, he's looking for the maximum possible return on investment for his Friday night, and that is a mathematical impossibility. Opportunity cost anxiety. Why did he stop? Murph is suffering from opportunity cost. In economics, every choice you make requires you to sacrifice every other choice you didn't make. When Murph looks at movie A, his brain isn't just evaluating movie A. It is subconsciously screaming, if you watch this, you are not watching movie B, movie C, or movie D. Every yes is 1,000 no's. To Murph's primitive lizard brain, committing to a 2-hour movie feels like closing off thousands of other potential timelines where he might be having more fun. The fear of missing out, FOMO, is paralyzing him. He is terrified that 5 minutes into the sci-fi movie, he'll wish he was watching the documentary about bees. So, to avoid the pain of choosing wrong, he chooses nothing. He stays in the menu. The menu is safe. The menu holds infinite potential. As long as he doesn't pick, he hasn't lost anything. The trailer trap and decision fatigue. It is now 45 minutes into the session. Murph has entered the trailer loop. He clicks on a title, the trailer auto-plays, he watches the explosions, he watches the funny one-liners. He thinks, maybe. Then he adds it to My List and goes back to the menu. Murph is engaging in pseudo-productivity. Adding things to his watch list gives him a tiny hit of dopamine. It feels like he's accomplishing something. But in reality, he is just building a graveyard of good intentions. Notice his eyes. They're glazing over. We talked about decision fatigue before, the idea that the brain runs out of fuel. Well, Murph's fuel tank is currently running on fumes. Every time he evaluates a thumbnail, he burns glucose. Is this too scary? Is this too long? Do I like that actor? He has made 400 micro-decisions in the last hour. His prefrontal cortex, the CEO of his brain, has left the building. It is clocked out. It is currently at a bar having a drink, leaving the toddler brain in charge. The compromise. We are now at the 1-hour mark. The movie night is technically ruined. Murph is too tired to follow a complex plot. He certainly doesn't have the mental energy to read subtitles. So, what does Murph do? Does he turn off the TV? No. Does he pick the Oscar-winning drama? No. He picks the comfort object. This is called voluntary reconsumption. Murph's brain craves predictability. After the chaos of the infinite scroll, watching a show where he already knows the jokes is like a warm hug. It requires zero cognitive load. He doesn't have to process new characters. He doesn't have to worry about plot twists. It is visual wallpaper. He surrendered. The algorithm won. How to fix the glitch? Murph, my friend, this is no way to live. If we want to save Murph's next Friday night, we need to install some parental controls on his own brain. Here is how to defeat choice overload. 1. The rule of 3. Never give yourself more than 3 options. If Murph wants to watch a movie, he should look at the new releases, pick the first 3 that look decent, and close the menu. He must choose from those 3. 2. Be a satisficer, not a maximizer. A maximizer looks for the best movie. A satisficer looks for a good movie. Murph needs to lower the bar. Don't look for a life-changing cinematic masterpiece. Look for colors and noise that are moderately entertaining. Once you find good enough, stop looking. Number 3. The coin flip trick. If Murph is stuck between 2 movies, he should flip a coin. Here is the secret. When the coin is in the air, Murph will suddenly hope it lands on one specific side. That is his true preference. He doesn't even need to look at the coin. His gut has already decided. The modern world is obsessed with giving us more. More choices, more content, more flavors of jam. But the human brain wasn't built for more, it was built for enough. When everything is available, nothing feels special. And when you can watch anything, you often end up watching nothing. So next time you find yourself stuck in the infinite scroll, remember Murph. Pick the jam, eat the popcorn, and for the love of biology, just press play. Good night, Murph.